Anne of Green Gables TV miniseries 1985 remains one of the most beloved classics of all time, cherished by generations of fans. Nearly 40 years have passed since Megan follows Jonathan Crombie. Colleen Dewhurst and the rest of the cast first brought Avonlea to life. But where are they now? Some continued thriving in film and television, others took different paths, and a few have sadly passed away. Join us as we look back at the iconic cast then and now to see how their lives and careers have changed since this timeless masterpiece. Schuyler Grant portrayed Diana Barry in Anne of Green Gables 1985 at the age of 14. Diana is Anne Shirley's bosom friend, a loyal, kind-hearted girl whose steady personality balances Anne's fiery imagination. Their friendship becomes one of the emotional cores of the story, embodying the themes of loyalty, innocence, and the bonds of girlhood. Grant's natural performance perfectly captured Diana's warmth and sincerity, making her portrayal unforgettable for fans. Born on April 29, 1971 in Los Gatos, California, Schuyler Grant went on to reprise Diana in the sequels and appeared in other television projects, though she later stepped away from acting to focus on her personal life. She is also the niece of Katharine Hepburn, carrying a connection to Hollywood legacy. While her acting career was brief, her role as Diana Barry remains iconic, treasured by audiences who grew up with the series. As of 2025, Schuyler Grant is 54 years old, remembered fondly for her role in one of the most enduring adaptations of Lucy Maud Montgomery's classic. Richard Farnsworth portrayed Matthew Cuthbert in Anne of Green Gables 1985 at the age of 65. Matthew is a shy, soft-spoken farmer whose gentle spirit and unwavering kindness form an unshakable bond with Anne. His role as Anne's greatest supporter is deeply moving, symbolizing paternal love, acceptance, and quiet strength. Farnsworth's subtle yet powerful performance made Matthew one of the film's most cherished characters, with moments of tenderness that remain unforgettable. Born on September 1, 1920 in Los Angeles, California, Farnsworth's path to acting was unusual. He spent decades as a stuntman in films such as Gone with the Wind and Spartacus before transitioning to acting later in life. His talent earned him critical acclaim in The Gray Fox, and especially The Straight Story, which garnered him an Academy Award nomination at 79, making him one of the oldest nominees ever. Despite professional triumphs, Farnsworth faced personal struggles with terminal cancer, leading to his tragic passing on October 6, 2000 at the age of 80. His work endures as a testament to dignity, authenticity, and late-blooming artistry. Megan Follows portrayed Anne Shirley in Anne of Green Gables 1985 at the age of 17. Anne is the fiery, imaginative orphan who arrives at Green Gables by mistake, instantly bringing chaos, charm, and transformation to the quiet community of Avonlea. Her boundless curiosity, love for stories, and determination to belong make her one of literature's most iconic heroines, and Megan's performance captured every nuance from Anne's dramatic outbursts to her tender vulnerabilities. She returned for sequels that followed Anne's growth into adulthood, deepening the character's journey. Born on March 14, 1968 in Toronto, Canada, Follows became a household name through this role, but she also carved out a diverse career in television, film, and theater. She played Queen Catherine de' Medici in the hit series Reign, earning acclaim for her commanding and layered performance. Beyond acting, she has worked as a director in Canadian theater, further proving her versatility. As of 2025, Megan Follows is 57 years old, continuing to inspire audiences while remaining forever beloved as the definitive Anne Shirley. Christiane Krüger portrayed Ms. Allen in Anne of Green Gables 1985 at the age of 40. Mrs. Allen is the kind-hearted minister's wife, remembered for her gentle influence and nurturing presence in Anne's life. She serves as a role model for Anne, providing encouragement, guidance, and moral support at key moments in the story. Krüger's warm performance added grace and depth to the role, highlighting the importance of community figures in Avonlea. Born on September 8, 1945, in Hamburg, Germany, Christiane Krüger is the daughter of acclaimed German actor Hardy Krüger and followed his path into film and television. She became a familiar face in German cinema and series throughout the 1970s and 1980s, often cast in dramatic and romantic roles. Her international work, including Anne of Green Gables, broadened her recognition beyond Europe. As of 2025, Christiane Krüger is 79 years old, and although less active in recent years, she remains respected as part of a prominent acting family with a long tradition in the arts. Colleen Dewhurst portrayed Marilla Cuthbert in Anne of Green Gables 1980 at the age of 61. Marilla is the stern, practical, and emotionally guarded woman who, alongside her brother Matthew, intends to adopt a boy, but instead receives Anne. Initially resistant to Anne's wild imagination and dramatic nature, Marilla gradually reveals her deep compassion and maternal instincts, forming one of the story's most touching relationships. Dewhurst's performance brought gravitas and warmth, turning Marilla into a character both formidable and tender. Born on June 3, 1924 in Montreal, Canada, Dewhurst became known as the Queen of Off-Broadway for her stage dominance, winning 2 Tony Awards and 4 Emmy Awards. She excelled not only in theater, but also in film and television with memorable appearances in Murphy Brown and The Dead Zone. Her commanding voice and presence made her one of the most respected actresses of her generation. Tragically, Colleen Dewhurst passed away on August 22, 1991 at the age of 67 due to cervical cancer cutting short. A remarkable career, but leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable performances. Marilyn Lightstone portrayed Miss Muriel Stacy in Anne of Green Gables 1985 at the age of 45. Miss Stacy is the progressive, inspiring teacher who encourages Anne and her classmates to think beyond traditional boundaries, sparking Anne's ambition to pursue education and greater dreams. Her character represents modern thinking and empowerment for young women, standing out in Avonlea conservative society. Lightstone's warm and intelligent performance made Miss Stacy a beloved figure in the series, remembered for her kindness and encouragement. Born on June 28, 1940 in Montreal, Quebec, Marilyn Lightstone built a versatile career as an actress, writer, and broadcaster. She appeared in notable films such as Lies, My Father, Told Me, and In Praise of Older Women, and on television in Road to Avonlea. Beyond acting, she is a painter, novelist, and radio host showcasing her diverse artistry. As of 2025, Marilyn Lightstone is 85 years old and continues to be admired for her creative contributions across multiple disciplines in Canadian arts and culture. Jackie Burroughs portrayed Mrs. Amelia Evans in Anne of Green Gables 1985 at the age of 46. Mrs. Evans is remembered as a strict and somewhat imposing figure representing the older generation's traditional values and acting as a foil to the youthful energy and aspirations of Anne and her peers. Burroughs gave her character a sharp edge while still grounding her in the community of Avonlea, adding nuance even to smaller roles. Born on February 2, 1939 in Lancashire, England, Jackie Burroughs moved to Canada, where she became one of the country's most acclaimed actresses. She appeared in Road to Avonlea, The Grey Fox, and A Winter Tan, earning Genie Awards and critical respect for her versatility and bold choices. Known for her commanding presence and fearless artistry, Burroughs left a deep mark on Canadian film and theater. She passed away on September 22, 2010 in Toronto, at the age of 71 after a long battle with stomach cancer, remembered as one of Canada's most distinctive and daring performers. Patricia Hamilton portrayed Rachel Lynde in Anne of Green Gables 1985 at the age of 48. Rachel is the sharp-tongued, nosy neighbor of Green Gables, known for her strong opinions, moral authority, and sharp wit. Though often critical, she proves to be a loyal friend and community pillar, providing both comic relief and heartfelt wisdom throughout Anne's journey. Hamilton's performance brought Rachel to life with a perfect blend of humor and authenticity, making her a memorable presence in every scene. Born on April 27, 1937 in Regina, Saskatchewan, Patricia Hamilton enjoyed a long career in Canadian theater and television, notably reprising Rachel Lynde in the sequels of Anne of Green Gables and lending her voice to Anne of Green Gables, the animated series. She was a respected figure at the Shaw Festival and performed extensively on stage. Sadly, Patricia Hamilton passed away on April 30, 2023, just 3 days after her 86th birthday, leaving behind a legacy of strong, unforgettable performances that enriched Canadian culture. Miranda de Pencier portrayed Josie Pye in Anne of Green Gables 1985 at the age of 17. Josie Pye is one of Anne's classmates, and frequent rivals, often portrayed as jealous, snobbish, and eager to outshine Anne in academics and social circles. Though not malicious, her character adds drama and realism to Anne's school life, embodying the competitive spirit of adolescence. De Pencier's performance perfectly conveyed Josie's vanity and sharpness, making her a recognizable foil to Anne's earnestness. Born on August 20, 1968 in Toronto, Canada, Miranda de Pencier continued acting through her youth, but later transitioned to an influential career behind the camera. She became a successful producer and director known for films such as Beginners and the award-winning The Grizzlies 2018, which told a powerful true story from Canada's Arctic. Her work as a filmmaker has earned international acclaim, proving her versatility beyond acting. As of 2025, Miranda de Pencier is 57 years old and continues to be celebrated for her contributions to Canadian cinema and storytelling. Mag Ruffman portrayed Alice Lawson in Anne of Green Gables, 1985, at the age of 28. Alice Lawson is a minor but memorable figure in the Avonlea community, embodying the charm and authenticity of rural life in Prince Edward Island. While her role in the series was small, Ruffman's presence contributed to the atmosphere of the tightly knit society surrounding Anne. Born on February 28, 1957, in Richmond Hill, Ontario, Mag Ruffman enjoyed a multifaceted career as an actress, television host, producer, and carpenter. She is best known for her role as Olivia King in Road to Avonlea, which made her a beloved figure among fans of L.M. Montgomery adaptations. Beyond acting, she became known for her home renovation and lifestyle television series such as Anything I Can Do, where she showcased her skills as a handywoman. As of 2025, Mag Ruffman is 68 years old, remembered fondly for her screen work and admired for her creativity both in and out of the entertainment industry. Jonathan Crombie portrayed Gilbert Blythe in Anne of Green Gables 1985 at the age of 19. Gilbert is Anne's academic rival turned lifelong friend and eventual love interest, embodying charm, intelligence, and resilience. His playful teasing, most famously calling Anne carrots, sparks their fiery rivalry, which gradually transforms into mutual respect and deep affection. Crombie's performance captured Gilbert's boyish charisma and emotional depth, making him one of the most beloved characters in the series. Born on October 12, 1966 in Toronto, Canada, Jonathan Crombie reprised Gilbert in the sequels and continued working in television, theater, and voice acting, including voicing the character Benjamin Bear in the children's series. Despite his modest fame, he remained cherished by fans worldwide who associated him with the quintessential Gilbert Blythe. Tragically, Jonathan Crombie passed away suddenly on April 15, 2015 from a brain hemorrhage at the age of 48. His loss was deeply felt as he left behind a legacy of warmth, talent, and a role that became iconic in Canadian television history. Jayne Eastwood portrayed Mrs. Hammond in Anne of Green Gables, 1985 at the age of 38. Mrs. Hammond is a harsh foster mother from Anne's troubled early childhood, remembered for her unkind treatment and overburdening Anne with endless responsibilities. Though she appears only briefly, her character highlights the hardships Anne endured before finding her true home at Green Gables, making the contrast with Marilla and Matthew's kindness even more poignant. Eastwood's sharp performance gave Mrs. Hammond a strong presence despite limited screen time. Born on December 17, 1946 in Toronto, Canada, Jayne Eastwood became one of the country's most recognizable character actresses, with a career spanning film, television, and stage. She appeared in classics like Goin' Down the Road, and later in popular series such as King of Kensington and Sue Thomas FBI. Known for her comedic timing as well as her dramatic depth, she has remained a fixture in Canadian entertainment. As of 2025, Jayne Eastwood is 78 years old and still celebrated as one of Canada's most versatile and enduring performers. Joachim Hansen portrayed John Sadler in Anne of Green Gables 1985 at the age of 55. John Sadler is part of the extended Avonlea community, representing the respectability and traditions of rural Prince Edward Island society. While a smaller role, Hansen lent authenticity and gravitas, reflecting his long experience as an actor. Born on June 28, 1930 in Frankfurt an der Oder, Germany, Joachim Hansen built his career largely in German cinema and television, where he often played military officers, diplomats, and men of authority due to his striking presence. He appeared in international films such as The Eagle Has Landed 1976 and Escape from Sobibor 1987, carving out a reputation as a versatile character actor. His work in Anne of Green Gables added an international dimension to the cast. Hansen passed away on September 13, 2007 at the age of 77 after decades in film and television, leaving behind a body of work respected both in Germany and abroad. Who is your favorite character from Anne of Green Gables? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.